Hello, adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends post-PAX Unplugged Spectacularly Okay. Many of us were there at PAX Unplugged this weekend. It was good getting to meet a few of you who came up and said hello, and some new viewers, especially a teacher from Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, who teaches an entire class Dungeons and Dragons, as a matter of fact, and they had their campaigns, and from what I gather, the class was rather uptight at first that she was going to PAX Unplugged instead of continuing the campaign for the weekend. So I hope they all appreciate it, all the information and fun that she's bringing back for them. So here at Grognard and Friends, we just want to say hello to all of you. Say we hope that you appreciate your teacher, because she appreciates you and we appreciate all of you. Because everyone here is friends. And speaking of friends, let's check out this week's version of Grognard and Friends. And welcome back. How is everyone doing after a long weekend?
Full of pie and turkey still.
We were at PAX Unplugged, Reed and Gaius and myself. Either of you have any highlights you want to share?
I hurt.
Yeah, we all hurt.
Inside and outside.
Dan?
I don't hurt, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff there.
Yes, it was.
I hurt myself.
A lot of good D&D material.
How?
Overindulgence, mostly. Shock, I know.
Last week, we were missing a couple players, so why don't I do the summary? You had come across this giant tree in the search for Veronica after dealing with Bile Jane, an old woman who lived in the woods, who, thanks to Nikita, I don't really know how to describe it, but disappeared in a cloud of black smoke. For now. Along with all of her minions and protectors and everything but one. And you then looted her little shack, which then proceeded to stand up on very tall black stork legs and climb the mountain. Which, at the top of the mountain, you had a conversation with an unseen servant, an actual thing, not a spell, of Bile Jane, who said as long as you do not harm the hut, that the hut would let you go. And you did, and thanks to a deal that Gaius made with Bile Jane, he had the means in which to supposedly find Veronica, which was a little crystal acorn that had a little light in it that you followed. And you followed it along the ridge of the mountain. You traversed with spider climb a chasm that was very deep. And then you came upon an enormous and exceedingly tall tree down on the side of the mountain. And you went to it, to which you found a number of things. Not least of all was a bunch of goblins and a goblin-throwing ogre. After you dispatched all but one or two of them who seemed to get away, you decided to climb the tree because that's what the crystal acorn was telling you to do. Butt Trumpet cast Spider Climb and twin spelled it on Gaius and Nikita, and then promptly poofed into a cloud of blue smoke. At the exact same time, Reed poofed into a cloud of pink smoke, And Eldred poofed into a cloud of black smoke, which then just floated down into the ground. Nikita and Gaius took the opportunity to go, well, that sucks. So should we climb the tree while we have the spell going? And they promptly did. To which they found a door on what appeared to be a balcony. And once inside, they came across a young teenage girl named Veronica who didn't look like a young teenage girl anymore. They also found a secret door, which was a little bizarre. And then on the way, they decided that they only had a limited amount of time before the spell would run out, so they took Veronica and proceeded to climb down the side of the tree before realizing that they were being surrounded by very large spiders, to which they quickly sped up as fast as they could, then eventually got to the bottom, all but without Nikita getting bitten along the way. And as she was going, her limbs started to harden and stiffen, but she was still doing okay. But it just was gradually getting worse. They got to the bottom and promptly started heading away to get away from the spiders and the sounds of horns in the distance, which seemed to be part of the goblins from when they were there. So they had made, Gaius, Veronica, and Nikita had made it off a fair amount of distance. And what we are going to do is, at this point, I would like everyone but Butt Trumpet to take off their headphones, please.
Hello.
Hello. You cast Spider Climb on Gaius and Nikita. You cast the spell, and then you felt a strange feeling come over you, and the last thing they heard was you go, uh-oh. And then you poofed into a cloud of smoke. But what you found, what you found was yourself floating seemingly in space. There were millions of stars around you. Everything was kind of a dark, deep, bluish black. In the distance, there were these large, what looked like clouds of purple and gold and pink. And you just found yourself floating there for a while, seemingly unable to do much of anything but float. You could like move your head. You were able to move and all of that, but you weren't really able to figure anything out. Is there anything that you would have wanted to try?
Honestly, I just would have liked to have seen if anything like inanimate objects or people or animals or anything was also floating in that space.
Roll me a perception check, please. Ah, there you
Nope,
go.
I got it.
You do see some dark forms in the distance, kind of moving through this space. At this distance, you can't really make out what sort of forms they are, but they just seem like dark black shadows in the distance. They're not huge, but they are there. You see them occasionally block out some stars or part of one of those clouds.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And it is about this time, as you're figuring this out, you all of a sudden, poof, you are once again back in that area around the big tree. Okay, and if you could take off your headphones. Okay, Reed. The last thing you remember is Butt Trumpet casting Spider Climb on Gaius and Nikita. And then the last thing you heard was Butt Trumpet go, uh-oh. And everything poofed into a cloud of pink smoke for you. And you found yourself in this strange landscape where the ground was kind of spongy and whitish, almost like a bone color, like a creamy bone color. And you were surrounded by these weird trees that just seemed like thick white things that just shot up into the air, probably a few 100 feet. You didn't see any branches. There were no leaves. They just seemed like very tall things that just kind of grew everywhere. There were thousands of them around you. And every now and then there would be a breeze and they'd kind of bend and move like grass. And the sky was kind of a deep pink with kind of purplish gray clouds around. And in the distance, you can see a mountain. Unlike other mountains you've seen, this one is very round almost. It's kind of roundish, but it's covered in these same trees that you're seeing. What do you do?
The spongy stuff I'm standing on, does it look like I'm leaving footprints?
Give me a perception check, please.
By 15.
It does not. It's spongy, almost like bouncy spongy almost. Not significantly so, but your feet aren't exactly leaving depressions or anything like that. Matter of fact, they don't seem to be leaving any marks.
So other than the weird trees and the mountain in the distance, I don't really see anything.
There is a extreme silence.
Well, first I'll call out my trumpet. Gaius?
Give me a history check, please.
11.
No one responds. It just the call seems to kind of just get sucked into the silence around you. It's about this time that you realize that you've been here before. And as you realize that, poof. And then shortly after that, you see Eldred appear as well. You see a giant spider, and it leaps onto Eldred, who starts screaming. It is about this time, Gaius, you and Nikita and Veronica have headed off, have gotten a fair distance. And in the distance, you do occasionally hear that horn. One of you give me a perception check, please.
I think I'll take the second one.
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first, but I think I'm gonna take that second.
Two things are going on. Nikita, you are getting incredibly stiff. And Gaius, you start noticing Nikita get incredibly pale. And she seems to be having a really hard time moving. Okay. And it's about this time that back the way you came, in the distance, you hear a blood-curdling cry. Gaius, with that roll, you recognize as that of Eldred.
Balls. Hold on, Nikita. You look a little. You feeling good, or is this just a dwarf thing?
Not moving well. Very
Okay.
odd.
Hold on. Reach in, pull out a little bit of wine, rub it between my hands. Okay, this is sticky. And then just place his hands on either side, and I cast Lesser Restoration, which will, in this case, remove a conditioning afflicting it, which would be, I would assume, poisoned.
Yes.
Fall.
Yes.
And the venom from the bite just begins pumping back out of the wound.
Okay.
And onto the ground.
Yeah.
Or in this particular case, down the front of Nikita.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We'll wash that off later. I think Eldred needs help.
Yeah.
Okay, so what will you be doing next?
Appreciate that.
Going toward the screaming?
Okay. With that in mind, we will go back to the other group.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Is this like initiative? Because I am ready to help him out.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Or not.
Mm.
Oh no.
You will.
I'm
later.
going last.
Hey. Quick on
The
my feet.
opposite of that.
Did
That's
you
the urge to drum.
Okay. So at this point, Eldred is there on the ground screaming with a giant spider on top of him.
Oh,
And
shit.
we will start with Reed.
I will move up to attack, drawing my short sword and my dagger. I say, I got you, Eldred. I think. I hope. A 16.
That definitely hits.
Excellent. And I'm assuming because Eldred is right there, I have sneak attack? Or
Yes,
no?
you do.
Excellent. For 15 points of
Nice.
damage.
You're able
Okay,
to
go ahead.
stick your sword in between the legs and get into the front part of the carapace. You just kind of hear the sound of kind of a flesh kind of tearing at this point. And you see about these 6 eyes on the face, 2 large ones and 4 little ones beneath it, just kind of immediately turn towards you.
I stab it with my dagger. Leave him alone.
You
13.
beast.
You just miss.
Help us, Butt Trumpet!
But Trumpet, it is your turn.
I am gonna go for Eldritch Blast.
Don't blast Eldred. Eldred
Nope.
blast.
Okay.
Don't tell them what to do.
14.
You just hit there, Butt Trumpet.
Yes! Gonna be 5 points of force damage.
Okay. This blue bolt comes from your fingers and seems to hit the same place where Reed previously stabbed, and there's a burst of blue flame and like sizzling little sparks that come
And by
out
the
of the
way,
wound.
I fire the bolt like this.
You okay?
Does it make a thwipping noise?
Exactly. Go shot, Eldritch Blast. Fly. Up, up, and away, Eldritch Blast. Continue.
No sound comes from the spider, but you do notice when you do it that the legs kind of clench in briefly.
Soon.
Eldred, beneath the spider, is trying to move, but doesn't seem at this point able to do much of anything. And it is the spider's turn now.
Oh boy.
You, from beneath the spider, you hear a blood-curdling scream. Reed, in the position where you are, you see these immense fangs that are dripping, just immediately clamp down, and that's when you hear the scream.
What? On Eldred, right? Or
Yes.
me? Oh, well, poor Eldred.
And then behind you, does a 14 hit.
A 14 does not hit. No.
You feel this weight on your back, and you see from the corner of your vision 2 similar fangs like next to you just dripping, and what happens is they seem to squirt out this clear greenish fluid that then just goes down the front of you, missing their mark. But you have this weight kind of up on your back at this point. Reed, it is your turn once again.
I quickly give Butt Trumpet the oh shit eyes. Shit. And I'm going to keep trying to get Eldred out of there with a short sword attack. 8. Not a good one.
Unfortunately, that does not help. I think probably the weight on your back is causing a little bit of a inconvenience for you.
Yes. I will attempt to stab with my dagger as well. I'm not doing so well. Having a little bit of trouble. I again give Butt Trumpet the oh shit eyes.
Butt Trumpet, you seeing Reed with a large kind of bunch of legs coming out from behind him and this head over his shoulder with like 6 black, multifaceted eyes. He is giving you these looks that to you kind of gives you the idea that he's either really upset or really constipated.
I'm gonna say, Reed, duck! And I'd like to twin acid splash and aim it at both spiders.
Go ahead.
Reed ducks instinctively, but he also yells, "Where?"
And the spiders need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, a natural 1
No.
and an 18. We'll say the natural 1 was the one on Eldred.
4 points of acid damage.
Does the other one take half damage or anything?
No, that makes it big time. That spider's fine. I can't even lie my way out of that.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Not yet.
It is Eldred's turn. He is still not able to do much of anything. You just see these robes beneath kind of kicking, and they're starting to kick a little slower at this point. We will then go to the spider's turn. You see the one on Eldred adjust itself a little bit, and you see the back section of it start to kind of almost like twirl, like the spider's twerking or something.
Ew.
That's what we want.
And let's see. Reed does an 8 hit.
An 8 does not hit.
And a 10.
Nope. Armor's 15. Can I move to let it hit the other spider?
You could probably get away from it at this point because it hasn't grappled you or anything like that. It's just kind of has a big leg over one shoulder and like another one almost on your waist.
Very
the
Bob
head is-
Fosse.
Very exactly.
Hey, halfling, come here often?
Okay, well, how about I use my...
Fussy Reed. Fussy Reed. Twyla. Sorry, go ahead.
I will use my cunning action first,
Okay.
and I will disengage from the one on my back. Can I get there?
Yes, you can.
And then I will stabby stab on the big guy. And I get a 14.
That just hits.
Ooh, 20 points of damage.
Noise.
Woo!
And as you stab into the back, the legs all curl up beneath it and it just drops on top of Eldred.
Jeez.
And where you're standing, you can see at the back end of it, it has started to spin webs and it has Eldred's legs like wrapped in this spider silk at this point, from up to like almost the knees.
I'm coming, Eldred. I'll find a way to get you out of there. Butt trumpet, try and get behind me.
Just a second, we got one more fucking spider.
I'll try and protect you if you get behind me.
And so you know, Reed, you can no longer use Eldred as a flanking person to give you sneak attack because Eldred does not seem to be moving.
Okay. Did I have it on... I was okay on that turn, though?
Yeah. Okay, is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I used up all my actions. I mean, there's plenty of things I'd like to do. But...
Butt trumpet, it is your turn.
All right. Gonna back up a little bit to be closer to Reed. This
Okay.
time I'm gonna use my crossbow and fire it at this spider.
Okay, go ahead.
That does so not hit. This is why I use spells. So I'm done.
Okay.
You realize right before you shot that, Reed put his hand on your shoulder and went, guidance, and it didn't do anything. And he was like,
I think it's just a
Just in
Gaius
case.
thing.
oh, okay. I tried.
Reed then whispers in your ear with the hand on your shoulder and goes, Gaius.
Gaius. Yes.
At which point he comes crashing through the trees.
Not yet, but
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
Very soon.
Damn it, that was an epic moment, Paul. Fucking crashing through the trees, hammer down, just fucking slamming on top of the spider. That's what you do. Anyway, no, continue with whatever you were doing.
Yeah, my turn is done. I'm in shame.
At this point, this one climbs over top of the other spider
Oh, God.
and is bearing down on you, Reed.
I'm trying to find Eldred's head underneath there. Going, can you breathe?
Does a 17 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
A 16.
These big fangs come out and try to... They get into your chest right at the base of the neck where there's a little bit of flesh exposed, but they don't find purchase, and you find this warm, sticky fluid just shooting down the front of your chest beneath your armor at this point.
Gross.
Reed, it is your turn.
I think the woods are singing to me. I will attack.
Oh, and Reed, in the distance, you hear horns.
Oh. Don't know what that means. Okay. All right. I shall roll for a short sword. A 25.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
And I guess it's not next to butt trumpet, so I don't get sneak attack, right?
Yeah. You know what? With the angle they are, I'm going to say yes.
Oh, cool.
Woo!
Excellent. 12 points of slashing damage. I can see that other one coming over the rocks.
Yes, you can.
Oh boy. I'm going to use my dagger again on this one again. And 12.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Think it, spiders, go away. That is my turn, yes.
Okay. Butt trumpet is your turn.
I'm gonna go with Acid Splash again. Actually, nope, scratch that. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast again at this guy. Wow! That's a no. That is such a no. I am not on fire today.
You cast the spell and it just kind of, you think it's going to head straight towards the spider, but it just kind of wings up into the air and then slowly lobs somewhere within the rocks.
Oh.
And Butt Trumpet then makes that noise from somewhere, you're not sure where. Is there
Except
any...
for the spider.
Is there anything else besides waving your hand around there, Butt Trumpet, you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Eldred is unable to move. Does a 9 hit you, Reed?
It does not.
Okay. The fangs come out and you duck your head and they just seem to brush the top of your head covering and miss totally, but you do get like a warm wash of fluid like down your cheeks as it does it. And at this point, we're going to say now, where is Veronica, Gaius, and Nikita?
Kind of tucked her behind, like, I'm keeping her a little bit of ways, but within sight of us. I would say we brought her along. We're not going to leave a little girl in the woods.
Yeah.
How's here?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The two of you roll initiative here.
Was about to. There we go.
It's going to be one of those nights.
Yep. Get
It's going to
comfy.
be one of those nights where the party's got to roll new characters.
No. Come on now. I got this. I've already been rolling pretty hot, so.
Thank God one of us has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jesus.
Who went last out of the regular group?
Butt trumpet, right?
Spider.
Pretty sure.
Well, yeah.
Spider. Okay, so it is Reed's turn at this point.
Can I see Gaius over there?
No, you're a little focused at the moment.
Got it. All right.
On the spider Eldred sandwich.
I am swinging at this thing. 14.
Just hits.
And still good for sneak attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for hanging next to me, Butt Trumpet. 16 points of damage.
No problem.
Okay.
You're like a power-up for me right now. That's awesome.
At least I serve a purpose.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Still kicking, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and hit it with my dagger as well. That's only 12.
Okay, unfortunately that misses.
Stupid, dodgy spider. Eldred, trying to get you out of there.
No response. Gaius, it is your turn.
Excellent. So I just came around. I'm within hearing distance. I heard him say that. Do I see Eldred's body underneath the spider pile?
From there, no, you don't see much. You see Reed and Butt Trumpet, and you see what almost looks like a really, really weird looking spider that seems to have 2 rows of legs, one beneath the other.
Cool. All right. Bacchus, take the wheel, or lend a hand, and because the wheel part doesn't make context in the land we're currently in. Yes, lend a hand.
Take the reins.
Yeah. Whatever. And flick wine up into the air, and then little purple darts go firing off and hit all the players with bless.
Okay.
And they now they can add a D4 to their attack rolls and saving throws.
Wonderful.
So they can stop hopefully missing all the time. My first-
Come on.
Or dying,
helps.
as the
or
case may
dying in some people's cases.
be. Yeah.
Can help with the poisons as well. Yes.
Yes. It's a very effective little spell. Little first level spell that helps everybody out. I move a little closer.
Okay.
And that was my action and my move. No bonus action at the moment, so
Okay.
that's my turn.
Butt Trumpet, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try Fireball on Mr. Rocky here.
Fireball?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Sorry.
I was
One of
like,
these
I don't.
days.
For some reason, I'm going to advise you not to do that.
Nice, there
Yes.
Now, add a D4 to see if that helps.
Yeah.
Fucking
Get you over that hump.
yeah,
Obviously, the
Very good.
bless did help there, Gaius.
and max damage too.
Yeah.
And max damage.
So that's 20 fire damage.
Do you get any additional pluses, like magical pluses on your damage, Butt Trumpet? Okay, so that's still 20 points. And at this point, the spider, you hit it with this firebolt, it bursts into flames of all the hairs all over it, and it kind of closes up into giant
Tiny
fuzzy acorn of flame as it just kind of, all the muscles
Acorn.
retract into a little ball. And
Burn, baby! Burn!
Disco Inferno.
Crisco Inferno.
is there anything else other than setting the world on fire that you would like to do there, Butt Trumpet?
Flip the burning spider off, and that's it.
Okay, you see Butt Trumpet look at the spider and just go,
That was awesome. Way to go. No, high five me. Don't give me the finger.
Eldred is unable to do something. Nikita, it is your turn.
So we have dropped Veronica off. Can I leave the pumpkin with them so she's not alone and
Sure.
tell her, stay here, stay quiet, we will be right back?
The last thing you see is her standing there looking really scared, and the pumpkin just kind of big smile on its face.
Yo.
I think there's something.
Little
wrong with that
fire
pumpkin.
and lighting it up.
I am going to try to go, I guess, full movement. So
You can
5,
dash
10.
if you want.
That's what I was thinking. 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So I'm little legs a pumping. Almost there. Is anything still alive?
And as you say that, from above you comes this big hairy spider down on you.
Oh, come on. Wasn't talking to you.
And rolls a 22.
Oh, somebody's got nice dice. Yes, you hit.
For 6 points of damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Does bless help
Yes.
saving throw?
Yes.
Ah.
You add a D4. And it's against poison if dwarves have any additional for that.
They're
No,
resistant.
It's halved, right?
Yeah,
Last
I think
time?
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can only do so much. Could have rolled a 4, and I don't think it would have helped much.
Okay.
Negative. And I'm sorry, how much damage was that? 6?
Yes, the first one, and then poison damage, you are going to take an additional 7.
Is that the divide by 2, or is that...
And you would have both of those. So 6 total for both.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So
Yep,
3
got it.
from the bite and 3 from the poison.
Got it. Really don't like spiders. Ah.
Not a fan
Reed, it
either.
is your turn. And by the way, at this point, everyone hears the sound of these horns blaring, and they are beginning to get closer. And you hear multiple horns in the distance. But they are definitely closer than they've ever been before.
So everything in front of me definitely looks dead, right?
Everything that you can see, either dead or ablaze, or smoldering.
In the interest
You notice that the spider underneath the top one is starting to catch fire as well.
does it look like I can get Eldred out of there, or do we need like a Gaius and Nikita team up on this?
You could make a strength check to try to topple the top spider off.
You know what? Now that I know my friends are right there, I think it's better if they do that.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at Gaius to save Eldred, and I'm gonna rush over here. To,
Yeah, where is he at?
He's under the double spiders.
Fuck is
Oh,
a double
dear.
spider?
I'm assuming
What?
twice the amount.
The one's on fire.
Ah, the fire
I,
spiders. Okay.
The flaming double
Fire-
spiders.
Okay.
Double
Yes.
flaming spiders.
Well, yeah, I don't comment on lifestyle.
Ooh, a 29 to hit.
Nice.
Very good. You hit.
Yeah, you hit good.
And
Thank you,
now
Reed.
Nikki. Thank you. You're now my sneak attack buddy. 15
Yep.
points of damage.
Okay.
And I will use my dagger as well.
Okay, go ahead. The sword goes in and it seems to get right in the head behind the eyes.
Nice. Ooh, 25.
All right, you are on fire. Well, the spiders
Yeah,
were
the
on
spiders
fire.
were on fire. Yeah. Careful.
7 more points of damage.
Choose your words a lot wisely here. You are the
This halfling's on fire.
Where? Where?
Okay.
There's... Blood Trumpet said something about a duck being around here too, by the way.
I don't
Okay.
think you. Whatever.
What is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is all of my actions.
Gaius, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the corpse pile over here and just start rooting around for Eldred.
Okay.
Kicking shit out of the way, just Once I see wizard, I just kind of get a handful and just start dragging them out.
Okay, give me a perception check, please. With disadvantage for the simple fact that there are flaming spiders
Double
on
spiders.
top.
Okay, 17's the lower of the two.
Great. Okay. You see a little bit of what looks like Eldred's robes, and you see what looks like something wrapped in a lot of white spider silk.
I grab that and drag that out.
Okay. Give me a strength check, please.
15.
Okay, you start getting a little bit off. The spider pile is starting to kind of like shift a little bit in a kind of unsafe manner, and there's still a blaze.
Yep.
Flaming double spider avalanche.
I don't know why.
Sounds like a drink.
I don't know what's going on there. Oh, those are all the rolls from before.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
So that was just my action and my move. For my bonus action, I'm going to heal Eldred because I'm a magic man. And
you have heart, obviously.
Yeah, no, well, adjacent somewhere, I think. Let's see. He is going to get some. The healing word. 14 health.
Okay.
As I'm grabbing, live! Not you. Not the two flaming things above. The bottom one.
You just hear some flames kind of popping and that sort of stuff going on. And sizzling and hissing and from the fire, obviously, on the inside of these bodies. And you have
any reaction to me casting healing on Eldred?
No. Because half of them is still underneath the burning spiders. Okay. And you see part of the silk is beginning to kind of catch little bits of sparks and everything at this point.
That's alright, I got a thing for that too.
Anything else you would like to do there, guys?
That was action, bonus action, move. I am donezo.
Okay. Butt trumpet.
Actually, I kind of want to see if I could take my dagger and attempt to try and cut Eldred's feet out.
Sure.
Like cut away at the web.
Sure.
I'll just roll the weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say you don't even. Just give me a. Roll me a 20-sider.
Oh. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
Okay, you're working on getting the silk is kind of sticking to the blade in a lot of places and kind of getting caught up in the hilt and such, but you're making a little tiny bit of progress.
Paul, is that an attack roll technically, right?
I was thinking more of like a skill roll.
Alright, that's fine. I wasn't sure how you were rolling it. That's fine.
Okay.
I know the bless doesn't take effect there.
Anything else but trumpet?
Really can't do much except move at this point.
You have a little gift that could probably do something with the flaming spiders.
I'm trying to remember how, unfortunately.
No problem.
Off the top of my head. We'll just say that my turn is done for this time.
Eldred Nikita.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to try to attack the stupid spider. Stupid. Warhammer.
It is stupid. Get it, Nikita.
All dime.
Saving throws will also, if it comes to it.
That's right. Okay.
11?
Yarp.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Did you hit it with your sword?
With the Warhammer.
You bring that
hit it a
down
second
like on the head, and you just see like part of the head kind of, and like one of the eyes might even pop out towards you and hit you in the cheek.
Reed right next to you is like, oh, gross! That was awesome!
Let's see if I can do it again with more than one eyeball. We haven't rested, so let me quick double check. Yeah, I used action surge already. Yep, that is about it.
Okay.
I will call out, Gaius, is Eldred alive?
You don't hear a response.
Ish. Ish.
Ish.
Ish,
Because
yeah.
I've been poisoned again.
You can't walk that shit off.
I fucked if I know.
Read a 19.
Yeah,
That
that's
ain't-
gonna hit me.
9 points of damage from the bite
Ooh.
as these fangs kind of come down, and I need you to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
So 14.
And these things come down and scrape the sides of your cheek and just pump this poison down the front of your shirt and your chin and right on either side of your mouth, and just you're covered in this greenish, sticky, hot fluid.
Ew.
Oh, hit it again, Nikita.
Yeah, I think it's worse on the inside.
Reed, go ahead. It is your turn.
That's disgusting. You need to die. Oh, I get to reroll one. Should I reroll the D4 as well, or no?
You can re-roll again, yeah.
This time it's a total of a 19.
Better.
Very good. Go ahead.
It's good to be a halfling sometimes. 13 points of damage with my short
And-
sword.
The spider just kind of curls up and falls on the two of you. Both of you make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Saving throw as the 1d4, right?
Yes. Both of
Yep.
you get the bless reaction as well.
Ooh, 25.
You both are able to kind of lean in towards the stone, and the thing just kind of falls past you and hits the ground and kind of rolls away. Little legs are up in the air, curled up, kind of crumpled up.
I high-five
Thank you,
Nikita.
Reed. I high-five him back and I go, oh, you are covered. Blah.
Oh, sorry.
It's very slow for you, Nikita, at this point.
Right, I'm starting to freeze up.
And at this point, you hear the horns again.
Who's blowing horns?
Okay, what the fuck is that?
Those are the goblins coming back with all of their fucking friends. We need to fucking go.
Yeah.
Maybe help
I say
guys
that
get Eldred out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get Eldred out of here.
Veronica is back around the stone.
Veronica?
What?
We found Veronica up the tree, brought her back down, ran off, heard you guys screaming, ran back.
Felt like I was only gone a minute.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
so help with the guy that's buried by spiders, por favor.
Okay,
Yes.
so either Gaius or Nikita, give me a strength check with advantage, because Gaius has been busy pulling and healing, and
Bless
Butt Trumpet's
him.
been busy cutting and sticking, and I think
You want to do it,
Reed-
guys?
Reed is just gross.
And it turns into moving a couch. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Lift your knees. No. Just turn it
I got
clockwise
it.
from where I'm standing.
I got it.
Pivot.
Eldrid's
Pivot.
body just comes flying out as we're still having the argument. I was like, you see, I had it. Oh, fuck.
And as he does that, it's like it peels the silk from the bottom of his legs that Butt Trumpet had partially cut.
Mhm.
And you see him like looking up at you, and he is like deathly pale, but you can still kind of see some life in his eyes.
I cast Lesser Restoration on him to remove the obvious poison effect that I have now seeing all about me. And you get low, and poison just starts gushing out of wherever he got that. I see Nikita wandering over. You get Lesser Restoration because we need to run. Anyone else poisoned?
Gaius
No?
has become the Oprah cleric. You get a healing spell, and you get a healing spell. Everybody gets a healing spell.
I
Yeah,
think
so
it's all on
once-
the outside of me, guys.
Okay, weird that you said it that way. And I help Eldred up and either if carry or drag him. We need to go. We need to go.
So
Like
you,
some Benny
pat-
Hill pallbearers, we all
I need-
run.
Hey,
Patch you all up later.
everybody, give me a dexterity check, please.
Saving throw, you mean?
Just dexterity check.
Woo!
Look at those rolls. Yeah.
I trip.
We need
The
to
weight
run.
of that wizard. It's got
No,
the weight of the wizard on him.
It was a group check, and
Oh.
with the 20 and the 19, it by far, and
Exceeds.
with Reed's bonuses and everything, it by far takes care of things. You guys are running. You hear the
Hey,
horns
boys.
in the distance, but who's taking care of Veronica?
I will pick up Veronica again.
I was going to say, she
What
knows
is-
us.
Reed and Butt
Yeah.
Trumpet and Eldred, you see you can assume from what Nikita and Gaius said is a teenage girl, but does not look like a teenage girl. This person has whitish gray hair. Their skin is kind of sallow and gray. Their cheeks are sunken in. Their eyes are sunken in. The lips are almost pulled back a little bit. And just looks incredibly thin with tattered clothes. Does not look good at all.
Oh.
We'll address that later.
Okay.
Don't bring it up.
Hey, don't think about it.
Don't worry about it. No mirrors.
Veronica?
Okay,
No mirrors.
everyone give me another dexterity check, please.
Working my way up slowly to getting better.
Gaius is bringing up the rear going,
Fucking magic is exhausting.
everyone else is like, come on, guys, come on, catch up.
I got Eldred on my shoulders. He's
And the
tall,
bunny.
but he's... and that, too. God damn, that thing's been on my
Toss
back
the
this entire
bunny
time.
and Reed, see if it helps.
Hannibal, go! Hannibal, I choose you. And just throw a giant rat.
By
at
the
it.
way, okay, so you had to grab Hannibal before you left because the bunny was like shoulders deep within the dead ogre's body.
God damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
not even.
And like as you pull it out, it keeps kind of wanting to climb back in, and it's got like entrails in its mouth, and it's so
Oh, jeez.
you finally get it, and it's like just half of it is covered in gore, and it's got like some sort of long tubular thing in its mouth, and it's just going.
Damn it, man. There's a time and a place. This is not it.
And
Now
so you
cut.
keep going. And you the horns sound like they're a little bit farther away now. Everyone give me one more dexterity check, please.
This is where it all comes together now. Yeah, there it
We got-
is. Enjoy that one.
Oh, boy.
The literal one.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyone want to borrow him?
You still hear the horns as you guys are trying. Now what direction are you guys going?
So the horns are coming from the same direction as before, Paul. They haven't changed,
Correct.
correct?
They're
So
coming
we're-
from basically northeast.
So yeah, we're heading south. Gonna head south, follow the line of the mountain, like keep the range on the side, so we don't get like turned around or anything.
Gotcha. Okay, everyone give me another dexterity check, please.
Okay, somebody else can mess up now. There you go.
You guys are coming along, and you're doing well. You're doing well. The horns, you haven't heard them, and for a moment, someone thinks Gaius thinks he hears them, but they do sound a little farther away now. And give me one more check. If everyone does well, then you will be out of harm's way.
Oof.
Nope.
Okay.
No, we're just gonna be needing to do another. I don't think that one counts.
You did that on
purpose. We did half good. We didn't do bad.
You do hear the horns again. Give me another roll, please.
We got this, guys.
Sorta.
Yeah, I did.
We got 3 of them up there.
All very mediocre.
Okay. You
There's
definitely.
the group name.
All very
We are
mediocre.
incredibly mediocre.
No, that implies we're on the good side of the mediocre side of it.
Definitely on one side of mediocre. Give me one more final roll.
Oh dear God! It's you keep saying final, and it's not. It's not going to be final. It's never going to be final. The other half of this is just us running.
Reroll. I get to reroll.
You get to re-roll.
Thank God.
Oh, come on.
Better.
It is. It's twice as good as the last one.
The plus is that the all the other rolls by far kind of rule out Reed's
The
one
shit.
low roll. And the low reason for the low roll is because the roots are starting to get real nasty again in the trees, and his little body's he's doing okay, but he wasn't expecting this, and it's taking him a little bit with the more difficult terrain.
He's doing his best.
Trying to ride the bunny.
Sounds like a 70s movie drug reference. What happened to him? Well, you know, he was riding the bunny. Didn't make it. So you are going, and the forest. You've been running for a long time, and all of you are very winded at this point. You've been dashing and dashing, and you're noticing that the trees are getting darker and the roots are getting thicker.
Nope. Going east. Going east. We are not walking in there. Nope. I'm using my ability to notice nature. Fuck that nature over there. We're going east.
Exactly. Fuck that nature in particular.
Give me a nature roll, please, there, Gaius.
Semi-competent at the nature. But, nope. I just...
Oh.
Okay.
I don't like dark trees. They're weird and strange. I don't want it. I can't
Okay.
articulate it better than that. Bad tree.
Okay, so you go in the direction you think is east. You're pretty sure it's east.
That's a survival
Or
check,
west.
folks.
And Nikita,
I
you
know the
froze
other
up.
two directions. I know the other two directions, Paul. There's the
he's
fucking
just-
mountains there, the bad stuff in front of me, and the goblins behind me. I go in the one direction that they're not. You can't do this with a roll, man. There's no way we do that. There's visual cues and auditory.
It's getting kind of, I'd say, near the end of the day, but it's tough to tell because of the heavy canopy at this point. What are you going to be doing at this point? Because all of you are pretty well exhausted. Not literally at this point, but you're getting close to it.
Yeah. We need to take a break.
Yep.
We're not going into the dark forest.
Nope.
Not going to do that.
Nope, those
Right.
trees are weird.
Yeah, let's take a break. Maybe get a sit down, breather, drink some
Sure.
clean, cold water provided to you by Bacchus. And
Maybe have a
filling
little bit of an
nourishing
icebreaker
food.
here.
That's right. Introduce Veronica to everyone. Heal a little bit. Mention that Gaius has real food. And that I picked some up from where Veronica was being held.
Okay.
Bread
Oh,
and
I
root
need to hear this.
vegetables.
Guys, give me one more nature check, please.
I wander over to Nikita.
22.
Okay.
Real food, you say?
Guys, you notice that you have been keeping the really dark woods to your right off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As you're headed east and mostly down. And as it's getting to the point where you're about ready to rest, you notice up ahead all the grass seems to be yellow.
Oh, no.
And you've caught a smell of rot and mildew and something else that you can't put your finger on.
Yeah.
And you notice, like, the trees around where this grass is, you notice there seems to be some stagnant water amongst the grass as well.
Nope, that's swamp. That's swamp. Let's go back up a little bit away from that. We do not want to go into that either.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go up. We're going to hug the swamp out, but we're doing that later, like tomorrow-ish.
Okay.
Let's just get a rest on then. Yeah, so, where the hell did you guys go?
Yeah, what was...
Well,
While talking about this, I'm going to roll out the food I took from Veronica's place. There's like turnips, potatoes, and bread. And just kind of, here you go. Take it.
Well,
Veronica goes, "Oh, I hate this stuff. It's horrible."
Well, have you tried this? And it like boopity boppity, everybody's disappointed.
Tasty.
And there is just like a cube of 50 pounds of just imagine if the gelatinous cube was innocent and you could eat it. That's what appears. Like it's just
This
a
just
giant
opens
chunk
up
of tofu.
opportunities to have like a hipster kid version of a campaign with a big gelatinous cube of tofu.
Yeah. And all it does is just disappoint everybody who sees it.
Nobody
Anyway.
take that from me.
Yeah. So, yeah.
A bunch of
food
bards with glasses like mine and beards and
Yeah.
skinny
Man
jeans.
buns.
And man
and-
buns, yeah.
And everybody's receptacles that can hold liquid for drinking fill with cool, clean water.
Nice.
Eldred goes,
Eldred's okay.
Well, I've extracted the poison and he's been healed. Ish.
Yay.
"Thank you, my friend."
Oh, shit, he is sick.
This has been a weird fucking day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
you
did
kind of just
go?
poofed into black glitter, which is totally, like, a good look for you. But,
Yeah, I don't know where you sent me or where something sent me, but
I
the
didn't
ground
send you
was
to I didn't send you to shit.
the
That
ground
was
was
not,
like
that was not
dark
God magic there.
dark grayish rock and
Oh.
just darkness everywhere. I was just in blackness, and in the distances I heard what sounded like metal being scraped on metal at a high piercing sound, and just sound of wind, and it's horrible.
No.
Okay.
That's not like
So-
we're.
How long were you there for, How long were you there for, bud?
It felt like a week.
Oh, okay. You were gone for maybe an hour at most. Our time.
Oh my god.
Maybe 2 max. No more than that.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
cow.
wow. Mine
That
sounded
was
like it went
track
really
of it.
quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
because
too.
like the spider climb was pretty much in effect the entire
The
time you were
majority.
gone, and then maybe a little bit extra past that. But we're not sure when you popped back in. So, you know what? You could have been just gone for the entire spell effect.
This is true.
And then when the spell ended, you came back. That makes sense. But, Trumpet, did you send everybody to different planes?
I didn't mean to.
I didn't say you meant to. I was just asking if that's a thing.
This is
Well,
one of
it
the
is,
things we
it's-
add to the list of you accidentally doing.
Yeah, I guess we should write that on the list of oopsies.
Da.
Well, hey, you know what? No college kids died this time.
Really glad you keep reminding me of that.
It's a positive. No one
Is
was
it?
harmed. Yes. Yes.
So,
So everyone, this
It'd
is
be weird
Veronica.
if, like, a college kid died every time I cast the spell. But they'd be, like, somewhere else.
Veronica's
Oh, I'm
wide-eyed,
gonna-
just staring around, like very scared, and just kind of listening to all this and going, "Oh."
How about we find out where you've been this whole time?
Oh, yes, Veronica. Well, that sounded really aggressive. So, Veronica, you have had a traumatic experience, and we seek to understand it better and to make the person that did this to you pay for what they did. So, could you perhaps enlighten us on your experience and journey so far?
The old lady put me in the tree.
Okay. Did she do anything else?
She visited me in my dreams and scared me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, did she cast any noticeable magics upon you?
Magic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then guys like takes a coin out and casts light on it, and then causes it to dim again. Magic. It's a thing. It's real.
I don't know. I was scared.
Okay. Now, since you've been with the old woman and under her protection, have you felt like, I don't know, tired, more lethargic, perhaps a little achy in the joints?
All of that and more. It didn't start until she started visiting me in my dreams.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Now, she didn't happen to mention why she stuck you there.
She just would say things to me, like calling me a pretty little thing, and
Yeah, she was
everyone must really everyone likes me so much, and she just said it in such a way that was really uncomfortable and nasty.
weird. Mm-hmm. It's understandable. So do you know how long you were there, Veronica?
It
How
just
long-
seemed like forever.
Yeah.
I would wake up after she visited me and there'd be some of this food there.
Yeah. Okay. That's not great. So you
It really hurt. She would like stand on my chest.
Oh yeah, I think I had a friend that had that experience one time.
And you can see these like inflamed scratches like on where some of her clothing is torn. Like just at the top of her chest.
Okay. So I guess so Paul, just a refresher. When I had cast like my magic detection and all that kind of stuff, there was nothing magical about this girl, right? There was
No.
nothing. Okay. So, well, I am a healer of some powers, Veronica. So I would like to attempt to potentially help you out, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
So, Paul, I'm going to cast the spell magic on the girl to see if that has any effect.
Okay.
So, if it's a third level or whatever the hell is happening to her, it just ends.
Okay.
If it's above, then I gotta make a roll. The DC is 10 plus the spell level, if that's a thing. I don't know if this is like something you've like homebrewed or it's a spell you're using on it.
You cast that and you don't really see any difference.
Don't need to make a roll or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well all right, then I'm going to try one other thing, and I'm going to try remove curse on the girl.
Okay.
And if the, in this case, object or creature is affected by a curse, it is broken.
You see like a little tiny bit of color come into her cheeks, just a tiniest little bit, but that's really about it. And when you cast it, you get the feeling this isn't a curse.
Like she's okay.
And why don't you give me a Arcana check?
I was actually about to ask if I could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I will assist Butt Trumpet and
Okay.
allow them the roll instead, so they'll have advantage.
But Trumpet, go ahead and do it with advantage. Give me a check with advantage, please.
Oof.
Looking
Wow.
so good, Flavia.
I just suck.
No.
Yep,
Don't beat
so
yourself
much
up
for that.
over it.
Does anyone know how this spell works that the light in the acorn got us to Veronica? Would that be connected to her somehow and her life force? Or I hate magic.
Well, listen, no need to hate. I'm assuming because I do a similar thing with locate object. In this case, I know for a fact at some point you could locate a person instead. So most likely she just imbued this with the ability to find her just at a longer range for an extended period of time. That kind of thing, but it's only good on finding her. So yeah, no, there is a spell that is totally a thing.
I was just going to ask if Veronica prefers the paste or if she wants to go back to the bread and
Oh, definitely the bread. I was sick of the bread until I had that stuff.
the paste.
You're welcome.
It truly makes you appreciate what you have.
The finer things in life, like wine.
You have wine, she says?
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing here. Well, you need to... Wait, how old are you?
15?
How old are you?
15?
How old are you? This time without the lie.
14?
Son of... All right, a different lie. It's different lie isn't this... How old are you?
16?
Don't you have a circle of truth fucking
I do,
maker?
but I'm not just doing it for some... You know what? Guys, pours like a very small cup, like, you know, a shot, like an ounce. You're like, hey, you know what? You haven't been eating as much and everything, so this is about the amount you're gonna enjoy the taste while it lasts, but no more.
She like woofs it down like
That's not
like a shot.
Yep, shouldn't have did it like that.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
whatever.
You turn around, Gaius, and Reed is standing there waiting for his wine.
I give him just like underhand a wineskin, and I'm like, luscious.
Yes.
Wait, why am I saying that? Like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting real tired. Oh.
How come that kid gets the wineskin?
That's
I'm not
'cause
a
he's
kid.
a grown adult, Veronica.
Exact.
Like he is a halfling. Like you know, he's half the
Ling?
Ling. Yeah, I don't know where the.
Reed spits the wine.
If we were lings, they're half of it.
What's a ling?
I don't care to figure that out. To be quite honest,
He's saying
human.
silly stuff. We're called halflings. Some people call us hobbits, but we're not half of anything really.
They're
just
just
like-
shorter.
We're shorter.
A dwarf, and Gaius is a human, and Butt Trumpet is a goblet. Eldred is technically human also.
yeah, he's just been through the wash a bit too much.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you wish to discuss or do before you call it a night?
Oh, I have lots of questions. Since nobody's in, what's
All right.
So Veronica, why is your hair gray?
What?
Oh,
I stand behind Veronica. I'm like, up.
You hear her go? Sits down and starts crying.
it's okay. It's okay.
You did this, so you got to fix this.
We'll get you. We'll get you fixed. Gaius is really good at healing stuff. I'm sure he can fix that once we get back to Forest Grove.
And she cut my hair.
She cut it.
My hair used to be long.
It is still long.
Nikita
takes her helmet.
It's like a bob almost, and you can tell it's like been probably cut with a knife.
Oh, I don't have the bone structure for this.
But Veronica, I want to try one last thing before we go to sleep to see if this helps. And
Magical hair?
maybe? I don't... Listen, just shush. Your hair grows back normally anyway. Relax. At which point Gaius puts his hand on his shoulder and casts life transference.
And what does that do?
So this this is also sort of healing, but it's basically my character will take damage to my hit points, and she will get twice the amount back. So it's kind of like he's just like thumbing through the book of Bacchus, like, let's see if that works. So seeing if that has any effect on her, just I'm assuming she's topped off, but I don't know if that'll mend whatever the
Okay, and you cast it at 3rd level?
Yes, that's what it is. It's a third
It is
level.
third
spell.
level, yeah.
Because it's called life transference, I'm going to say that you definitely see some color come back into her face. Like now you actually see, and you see a little bit of color. The eyes seem to get a touch of sparkle back to them. Not like just, they're not quite so glassy and blank. Maybe the cheeks even begin to fill out just a touch.
Well, I got good news, Veronica. The gray hair thing, that'll be a little temporary. It's going to take some treatments, though, to get you back to full health.
Eldred says, "Hi, Veronica. Tell me, I have a question for you. What's your favorite color?" She says, gold? He says, "Oh." And he reaches forward. You see him whisper some things, and he brushes her hair. And he kind of says, "Oh, look how pretty your hair is after Gaius just went and cast that spell." And you see her hair has now turned gold. Like it's almost made of gold. And she's like, "Ah! Oh."
I lean over to Reed. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with Eldred?
Seriously. Nikita's sitting there kind of scared.
Did he get body swapped? Did we get a body swap thing going on here?
Shit. Did the spider... Hang on.
Eldred hears all this and says, "I think the halfling's strange too. If you get bored and you want to see him fly, let me know."
Oh, no, he's back to normal.
Okay.
What?
Yep, he's back
He
to
missed
normal.
it. The blood loss must have made him nice.
And Veronica looks at you, Reed, and goes, "You can fly?"
Well,
Eldred goes, "Yeah."
Eldred's been telling me he's going to show me how to fly or cast a spell or something to make it happen,
did
but
see
it
it.
hasn't happened yet.
I did see him sky surf one time. Or sky boogie board, I guess.
I think what the word you're
Yeah.
looking for is fall.
Well, he was doing that as well.
Yeah.
With style, though.
Yeah, it was stylish.
In other words, stall.
Little column A, little column B.
There you go. Okay, so Reed, any other questions?
Nope. I feel like I'm not supposed to ask anymore, so I will not. No more observations from me.
At some point in the night, Paul, once we're like settled down and everything, guys will take Reed and Butt Trumpet and Eldred aside. I'm like, I think that if this is not obvious, the whatever the hell she was, Bile Jane, was sucking the life energy out of the poor girl, which was causing premature aging. And I, being tactful for once, didn't bring that up in front of a little girl or a
I'm sorry.
teenager. She's in puberty.
I didn't think she was little.
No, she wasn't. Well, you remembered it was a teenager we were supposed to find, right?
That's why I was asking about the hair. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the point. I said don't. That's why I said there were no mirrors. Hint. Doesn't know what she looks like. Wink. Anyway, neither here nor there. The good news is it seems like that one spell I did has some effect, but it's going to take some time because I can only do that like once a day, and it seems like it's going to take some time for it to take effect. Also, it very much does hurt me every time I do that.
Okay.
So it's not something I'm going to do a bunch while we're in the woods being probably chased by goblins.
Awesome.
Good? Great.
Cool.
Everybody's caught up now. Oh, also we scaled a tree. It was epic as hell. Grabbed the girl. Ran back down the tree, all thanks to Bud Trumpet's spider climb thing. We were dipping, dodging, and weaving most of the spiders. Nikita did get a little bit of spider in her, but that's fine. She's good now.
The best. We should tell them about the one you said had no ticket.
Oh, yeah. This one tried to get me, and it just epic failed. And just and splattered on the ground, and I was like, no ticket. Like we were on a fantasy carriage of some form or another. Yeah, it was just, this doesn't have, there's no locomotives or anything, right, Paul, that we're aware of in this world? Yeah.
You've never seen or even heard of anything like that.
So, like, if wagons were attached together in a row, like a wagon train of some form or another, because they're trailing one another, a wagon, yeah. So, like, the last one where, like, I would kick a guy out and be like, no ticket. That way
Yeah, like, that sounds like the perfect line to say if you hadn't said, like, anything before that, and this is the first time anyone had heard your voice.
Yes, exactly. But the thing is, when it happened in the moment, I did that. So it was cool then. The re-explaining part is kind of, it lost its luster now that I think about it.
It was.
At the
I can
moment.
imagine it, though.
Yeah. So those were the highlights, and then you guys magic back, and Eldred almost got eaten again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Oops.
If I had a gold piece for every time, says Eldred.
You have at least one, maybe two.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
So, if Veronica looks like that, is her dad gonna take her back, or?
Or if he doesn't, I'm gonna sucker punch him in the gut.
Well, he doesn't seem like a real good guy, so I
Wonder what Charlie's gonna say.
Also, remember, the magic thing kind of seemed to help her out. So when we bring her back and be like, hey, this is kind of temporary, I just need to do some magic medicine.
That could bite us some time, because wasn't she supposed to marry the Baron?
I'm giving, well, we were sent here because we were told that, like, the girl was going to come and work in the castle. I'm not 100% sure she was supposed to marry him or not. We're just going to go on the assumption maybe, and yeah, so we'll worry about that later. That is not a problem for today, seeing as we got swamp on one side, evil magic forest on the other, mountain range, and goblins.
And we're stuck in the middle with Veronica.
I was thinking that too. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, we are all of that. We are all of that. So,
And I wonder what
everybody's
we should
caught
do.
up. Anyway.
Okay. Well, we should probably rest.
I think that freezing of the poison affected my brain.
How about you go a little later?
Yeah, might be good.
I was a little worried you were a vampire there.
Take a little lay down right now. You know what?
Okay.
I'll take first watch. That'll make it easy.
And
Everyone else just go to sleep.
I'll take second.
There you go. 2.
I will go third.
3. Read, and then
Four.
Eldred as usual. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Is Eldred okay? Can he
Oh,
take
I'm
a
sure.
watch?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's looking a little peaked, but he's doing fine.
Well, I'll try and wake him up, but if not, I could
Every
pull a
now and then
double.
he looks a little greenish, like he's sick or something, but he seems fine. Roll me a 20-sider, please, Gaius.
I hope that's good. Hope high is good.
Your watch goes by without an issue.
Me.
Your
Second.
second?
All right.
But Trump, if you would be so kind as to roll me a 20-sider, please. Okay.
10.
You hear the sound of movement in water, like very slow. And then it just kind of stops, and every now and then you hear some dripping.
Ugh. Not looking forward to that.
Okay, and then your watch comes to an end.
I'm third.
Okay.
Nikita, I heard some splashy, watery noises and some dripping.
What the fuck? Great.
Agreed.
Was there a direction or just...
Like into the swampy area.
into the swamp area? Okay. I will keep my ears and eyes open. Sleep well, Butt Trumpet.
Dink.
Roll me a 20-sider, please. You occasionally hear like the little dripping of water,
Okay.
and then almost like something being kind of. It kind of sounds like if maybe an oar or a branch was kind of dragged through water. And then a little later on in your watch, you hear a very strange sound in the distance of that same direction. It kind of sounds like a sick cow, but exceedingly loud. And the sound is a lot longer than you would imagine a cow making. And, you know, it sounds like the sound is maybe echoing off of water. You know that sound in water where...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's very deep sounding, but it also has this kind of weird... It's like a... Sounds like a very sick cow, but not a cow. And it's just a very long sound.
And I've never heard this sound before, not ringing any
Never.
bells.
You don't even have to roll for it. You've never heard this before.
Yeah. Right.
And then you hear like the slow sloshing of water. But it doesn't sound close.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like it's getting any closer. It's just...
Give me a perception check.
It's just hanging out where it is.
It is, you would guess, probably within 60 to 70 feet from the edge of the swamp. Maybe up to 100 feet away.
Okay.
But it's dark. Nobody said they were lighting a fire or anything, so you're sitting there in the dark. And the last thing you hear after the sloshing is just... It's almost like the smacking, a very wet smacking of very large lips.
So I have dark vision. Can I see all of us, including Veronica?
Yes.
Are we all still there?
Yes. Okay.
I will sit facing the direction of the noise.
And your watch comes to an end.
Reed, I think stay quiet and keep looking towards the swamp area. I think there's something out there that's making noises. There was like a sick cow kind of noise, but it went for a long time. And then there was like a wet lip smacking noise. I'm kind of glad we didn't light a fire because we hopefully aren't bringing any attention. Like, I'm saying this very quietly. Hopefully not bringing attention to ourselves. So just keep You're
Okay. Do you remember, did Eldred put up his alarmy thing?
I'm leaning no.
Oh, okay.
So uh
Okay.
during your watch, just who's after you? Is it Eldred?
Eldred's last, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything happens, just kick him. He seems to scream really loud. It seems to carry.
Okay. I won't kick him hard. But, do you have any of that bread left?
Oh yeah, I think I've got I think I grabbed like a couple of loaves or something or whatever was on the table.
It was like
Is that
one
about
big loaf of
okay?
brown bread.
All right, I'll give whatever's left. Let's say a quarter of it left. I'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I have left.
Thank you. Alrighty.
You're welcome.
I'll be quiet. Keep
Okay.
an
Good night.
Good night.
Okay,
I
Reed,
have
what
some
do
bread
you
and
do on
wine.
your watch? Anything? What?
I have some bread and wine while I'm looking out at the swamp.
Okay. The bread is kind of flavorless and a little gritty, but it's still better than the paste,
I wash it down with some fine wine of Gaius.
which does taste good.
Very good.
Roll me a 20 cider, please.
Oh. That's a 4.
You make it through your entire watch, you don't hear a blessed thing.
Good.
Occasionally you hear like something plopping in water, but that's about it.
Afterwards, I attempt to wake up Eldred.
He wakes up.
He's okay. All right. I tell him, I said, Nikita heard something out in the swamp, but I didn't hear anything. So,
No,
so
dwarves aren't meant for the woods. You know how that is.
sounds all quiet. So.
Okay. Everyone wakes up in the morning, and it's a new day.
And I'm feeling good.
We all get the effects of a long rest.
Yes, you do.
Very good.
Yay!
I feel good. East, right? We're going east.
Oh, no, because east
Oh,
is
Natty?
the bad swamp. We've headed south enough now that we're hitting. East is the Black Forest. We then headed south.
Well,
then we hit the swamp.
south was hitting the Black Forest.
South was Black Forest, then east was swamp. Like terrain. So we're going to have to head north, but we'll hug the eastern side. I'm assuming we're going to come out above where the swamp was before. We're basically like on the opposite end of like the fall and all that. We're further north than that. So all those goblins we kept hearing about in the mountains might be them.
I picture Reed starting to head east and Nikita just grabbing his head and turning him. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Guy is like, yes, that way.
Yes. So we're following the periphery of the swamp ball, kind of like
Okay.
keeping that to our right-hand side.
Okay. Before you go, Veronica goes, could I have my breakfast?
Oh shit, yeah, food. Yes! And I point to the gelatinous cube that's sitting there. That's
Could I have some of what was left of the bread?
certainly. You, as the child, will get the real food. Reed. Why did you make a noise, Reed?
I think something ate the bread last night. And I look at Nikita like, shit.
I'm pretty sure it's all gone. We've just got paste, unless you have some of that honey and crackers you had left. Gaius.
It was honey with berries mixed in
Oh,
that I
right.
spread on her food. Yeah, there was like some left, but yeah, no, I was using that for treats for like the horses, and they're all now dead. Remember that? The fucking horses that died? Sorry, the
Yeah.
horses that died? Yeah.
We were all there. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
That's
then you
what I had it for.
zombified one.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah. That's what it was for, in case anyone's curious. Also, I'm like the giving person. Why are you getting real accusatory? Didn't we not find really old bacon in Eldred's pockets or bags or some nonsense?
Eldred goes, I'm right here.
Yes.
Yes, we know Eldred. Bacon hider.
Oh,
As you can see,
it's going to be like
Veronica
that, is it, Reed?
Anyway,
bitter about the whole food situation. But
it
maybe
happened.
Gaius can give you a little bit of wine again with the paste to help.
And you'll
Eldred looks
forget
at
all
Reed,
about it.
goes, pot calling the kettle greasy.
Anyway, yeah, so we feed the child
Okay.
less than appetizing supplement, maybe a smear of honey on the paste for
Okay.
her only.
She eats it even though it's just kind of like,
You can't complain because we're all doing it.
Don't worry, once we get to Forest Grove, you'll have good food again.
Exactly.
I mean, tasty food again. Yes.
you know what I really would love?
What's that?
Puka.
Flesh. Puka?
Who?
God bless you.
Puka.
Oh shit!
I
the
thought
stuff
you
from
were-
Seven Rivers.
Yeah. Oh my god, that stuff is amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I could
it's
eat
all
that
right.
7 days a week.
I wouldn't recommend that. It's probably bad for you.
Gaius, give me a nature check, please.
I would like to make an argument that it's a survival check because we're navigating the planet, which is.
I was just
specifically what that
thinking
is.
if you're trying to skirt the swamp, nature would probably be the way to go.
Nope. Guiding your group through frozen wastelands, identifying signs of owlbears, predicting the weather, avoiding quicksand, and other natural hazards is what survival is, and that's
Then
what we're
give
doing.
me survival.
Because my numbers and that is way higher.
Gee, would never have predicted that.
Yeah,
Okay.
the man of the woods. Gaius is apparently, and maybe
Okay.
he's gotten drunk too many times and then woken up in the woods, and then had to navigate his way out, and just kind of through osmosis became good at nature.
Just one big wine cell.
Wait,
Exactly.
Eldred says, you're good at the swamp because of a pact with Asmodeus?
Who's that?
I don't know.
I have
Who
no
is
idea
that?
what he's referencing. I think it's a musician. I think I heard of a bard named that.
Oh, okay. Why would you make a pact with a bard anyway? We're walking.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, haven't you ever heard his? He did this little song about crazy carriages.
I was going to say himself, where he just said his name a bunch of times.
Anyway,
You know what?
Deep music cuts there.
what was that, Butt Trumpet?
Just this is getting so meta. Let's keep going.
Okay. Did you say meta or metal?
Yes,
Meta.
Okay.
metal.
Okay, so you are able to keep going, and you're kind of keeping the swamp at bay to your right as you're going. And you continue to go, and it's near the end of the day.
Oh, rest and relaxation, I guess. Good news, everybody. You're going to have full bellies, and your
Again.
thirst will be slaked.
What kind of area? are we
Veronica
in?
kind of eyes perk up and says, "Yes."
Yeah, you're going to get the same. There's not new. I mean, you get a little bit of wine, a little bit of honey, and a lot of
Okay.
satisfaction.
Okay.
But good news is, because today was an easy day for Gaius, treatment time.
This just sounds so like
That sounds pretty bad, yeah.
How is that bad? She's getting a treatment.
no. It kind of just sounds like something from Silence of the Lambs or something.
Okay. It gets the lotion. Skin. Gets the lotion.
Or else it gets the treatment again.
No, she wants it though.
That's what they
It
all say.
rubs
Making it worse.
It rubs the paste
Central
upon its skin.
treatment.
All right, Paul. She's again. Gaius goes over while everybody else is fucking off and making jokes. Apparently, they're working on their solid
As usual.
5 stand-up routine. And so it's 20 life transference. I don't know
Okay.
number wise if that's going to make a matter to you, or it's just another.
It there's a little more color. It you can just see just a little bit more vitality in the
There is progress though.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like
yeah,
nothing's
but
been
I
lost,
mean this
stuff-
this child has a long way to go.
I get that, but it's I'm seeing like there's a net positive effect. There's no
Yeah.
like regression after that.
Right.
Okay. And that's fine. That's guys apparently can be the Dr. of Forest Grove for a little bit.
There you go.
Come on down to Forest Grove. Get treatment from Doc Guys. We also have a sarsaparilla bar next to our normal bar because we also have wine and stuff. Because I mean that's a
Of course.
stick.
Veronica
But also we got
goes
ointments and
sarsaparilla.
creams. Yeah, that's a thing. I guess in this world now, if Paul approves, sarsaparilla. Yeah, it's a
I'll
thing.
take some.
Yeah, I back in Forest Grove. Did you not hear the infomercial I started?
What's an infomercial?
Exactly. Stop stepping on my meta jokes with your real characters.
Oh, Eldred, could you do the alarm spell this time tonight around the camp?
Oh yeah, how's
Just in
Eldred?
case.
How is Eldred looking? Is he?
He's
Better?
looking a little better.
Oh, good.
You know,
Uh,
after a long walk, he's looking a little peaked, but he's getting better.
So I want to just hit him with another lesser restoration to see if that perks him up. So if there's any other conditions or
Yeah, no, that
After
helps.
effects from the
That
poisoning.
helps. Yeah.
okay, and there you go. It just kind of like goes up to him, just like, there you go, bud. You're better now.
He just kind of leans into your hand and goes,
Why you made it weird now?
"No, I'm just tired." He says.
Okay, well, you got last watch again, I guess.
Do you
Okay.
want same orders last night, or
Yeah. If Veronica goes to sleep first, just quick powwow with the rest of the party. Is there any other questions we should probably be asking her? Anyone else got any bright ideas? Like,
Heh.
she might have information that we need because we don't know why she was put up there in the first place. Obviously,
Yeah, that's
someone
the
wished it
thing.
because Bile Jane was involved.
You guys
So,
ask her about her
who are
dad
the
yet?
possible? Do we have any suspects?
no to all
I
of that.
think Charlie is sus.
Really?
In some way, I think he's really off. I don't think he didn't know that I took the diary because he didn't realize what it was. At least from what I gathered, I don't think he'd have let me take in her diary if he knew.
Right.
Hmm.
And he wouldn't let me touch just anything that was where I met him, where she would be.
Oh,
Like
What's
nothing
wrong?
could get disturbed.
he basically said she stole a bunch of stuff, right? Perhaps that's something.
It was more or less implied, yeah. He was very careful with how he spoke.
Well, perhaps that's
What do
something
you-
we should question her about. Perhaps. Try to.
Charlie himself. Duh.
Well, while we have Veronica here, we might as well just, if I'm putting it out there to you guys, think of questions because each of us held different parts of when we were investigating there that might be relevant. I mean, I asked specifically about her time in imprisonment, but there could be something that happened beforehand she remembers that will give us a clue. We got some time, so we might as well use it. Because I'm blanking at the moment. That's why I'm kind of throwing it out there.
No, I'm all for it. I want to know who the last person was that she saw before she left.
It's a good one.
I'll bet she like eats really well and stuff. I'll bet there's somebody in town who's an even better cook than, you know what I mean?
No, I think you're getting distracted again.
Well, we know the bread. I'm getting poison brain freeze again.
Did I
butter-
eat Baba bread?
Probably, yes.
I don't know.
We all did.
I
Yeah.
didn't partake in it. I just ate the paste. I really don't see what people's problem is with it. It washes fine down with wine. I don't. Whatever.
It does. It does.
Anyway,
There's
Yes,
the
neither
one
here nor
cook
there.
lady in town. Do you think Charlie would have made the deal like keep her safe if he thought people were coming to hurt her?
I mean, then you could have been that. I'm also wondering what happened to the mother at this point. If that was somehow Baba, Bile Jane related. I don't know.
I don't even know if Charlie elected to keep her safe. I
Oh.
know he was afraid. I know he was afraid of her, but I don't know if he necessarily cared if she came back or not.
You remember he said something to you about when she comes back, she'd be angry if we took the jewelry? Is that a random brain
Yes.
poison?
Yes, all those things were. All these valuables were there, but I don't know if it was anything that everyone reported missing or if it was just other stuff, but I know that he did not want me touching it.
Should we tell Veronica we know about it, or should we act like we don't know?
My pitch is play dumb at first. Ask her about the people in town and see what her impressions are of them. Because we're getting different stories about this girl from different people. So see if we get her impression of everybody else first, and then we can always switch it up and come in with, either accusations of stealing or implying that we know more than we do. But if we come and see how she portrays her story, maybe that'll lend credence to one of the variations of stories we've heard from different people. Because we've heard, from our friends one thing, and then from that one friend who's no longer a friend from that group, a different story. Something different from Charlie, something different from the dad. So...
And she's definitely willing to lie, like about her age for the wine.
Yes,
so we're going to have to...
That's also kids. Or teenagers.
We just rescued her from a freaking tree, and she's already going, oh no, I'm old enough to drink? Come on.
I mean, if I was stuck in a tree and had my life force sucked out of me, I think I would want to drink too. Just saying.
Well, it's not a problem for dwarves anyway. We're pretty much fed it from birth, so.
Eldridge says if I was stuck in a tree or not, I'd want to drink.
Well, you have a problem then. That's because...
No, he doesn't have a problem. He knows you. You have good drinks.
I like to drink, no problem.
So if we're at this point in the conversation, should we do our watches for the night?
Yes, we should. I think this is where we've petered out. Thank you.
Roll me a 20 cider there, guys, please.
Well, that sucks for hopefully not us.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That was so fast.
Yep. Good news, everybody.
So Gaius
no tea break.
Went on his watch, and we are going to end it there with the simple roll of a dice.
It was a 1 for the party because they didn't notice it, probably. It was a 1.
So on that note, thank you everyone for joining us. Sorry if there was any issues with anything this evening. We did seem to have things not working a little wonky tonight. Once again, it was good seeing a few of you at PAX. It was a lot of fun. Let's tune in next week and see what happens on the border of the swamp this night. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And please, please, please remember, wherever you go and whoever you're with, yes, be kind.
come and talk to me. I think you're cute. Don't mind that I'm 23. Come on back to the store. We have new bases